Hi girls and boys, fine mums and dads. So your Hollywood vlog is up and running and uploading for moving to Hollywood. So good luck with that then. And that'll probably take quite a good 6 months to get that sorted as the average for any person that moves to Hollywood to either work or move into Palace or anything else similar to that. Good. So welcome to my magical online Vlogmas channel. Subscribe here for your daily rituals and updates. So my candle's long up and running. So I've got a Hail Wizard story going on here. So I look forward to whatever that is. So I thought I would do a wee tarot story of the day and record a wee tarot reading. And then that way I can finish off my cards and I can get them into a business plan. So I thought this would be good as starting to think about putting it into the notebook and how I'm going to pull that off and how I'm going to pull off this business plan. So I saw some ideas, so I'm just going to give the cards a good shuffle. And so I'm doing this as a reading. It's a bonus day. It's free readings all day. Take as many readings as you want. I said it earlier, free readings all day, folks, to promote going to Hollywood. Come and get as many readings as you want, girls and boys. But I thought I would do a physical reading, and on top of that, I'm going to record it and then I'll upload it. So it's a free reading. I'll remind you of paying £150 for a reading. Comes with a whole pile of things, part of the reading, and I'm just going to dish that out. And I'll just do the reading from start to finish and hand you all your freebies. And let me get a box, something a bit like that, but I'm going to give you a really useful box. So I'm going to get you to follow one story. I'm going to follow Teacher Warden, his little story in Coffee Cool, and I thought that was a really good idea to follow Teacher Warden's story. And if you're fast asleep at the minute, that's fine, you can catch up with this in the morning, but I'll certainly see how this during your sleep, and you'll probably learn something. So let's get to work. We're going to start with Auntie Fairy, our big business plan that I'm building about getting fit. So I'm going to lay out the cards. It's a special Hollywood reading, girls and boys, mums and dads. And I saw a whole idea of how you would get your cards laid out for going to Hollywood. And this is starting with Quines and Loons. And this will basically give you a reading for running off abroad. So what's basically happening here is I'm looking for a new type of reading, and I'm going all out with queens and kings and princesses and princes, and I'm looking for a new story to just look for something a bit different to the hopscotch reading. So this is your Hollywood readings coming to life, and if it's going to come out of these kind of readings, let me just move my candles out the road, and let me just move that to the side. Good, and this is going to be built around Queens and Kings on Royal Miles. The Queen of Scotland, or the Queen of Thailand, Queen of Tunisia, if ever you want to call her, heading to Hollywood. We are king husbands. And then I've got my little Princess Mia coming with us, and Princess Nova Star Fairy one, and Prince Caden, who's also part of this, and Father the rest that are going to make appearance. So I've got queens, kings, princesses, and princes. Right, so you've now got 16 cards laid on the table, which I'm going to promote with Dancing Magician. I'm making a dance show. And in my main cup, I've got the Disney Diet card, and I thought that would be perfect with that potion cup with a Wizard Candle of the Day to get going on our diet, because we're headed for Hollywood now. So I've lost a stone yesterday and a stone the day with this walk. You'll probably start to see the difference on your videos. There's still a bit of work to go, but it's progress to getting fit. I saw it in Tesco when I went out shopping earlier. So that's a good way to get fit. And that means we can get going mucking we're mermaid shows. So that is the thing I want to focus on, is health and fitness for this business plan. How to help Abdi lose weight, get assault with the magazines, get slim, get skinny, how to look fabulous in the magazines, how to feel great in your frocks and your shows, how to feel good in the red carpet. And that way, by the time I get to Hollywood, you'll all be feeling skinny and fit and healthy, and you'll be feeling you're fit and raring to go and ready to make a dance show. Right, or make a show, some kind of unicorn show, a singing show, a magic show, a comedian show, whatever kind of show you're looking to make. A tarot show, a very ready with shows. Because I felt that was the biggest thing I'd have to work on if I gone to Hollywood, was making shows. So I thought, well, if I relearn these people here about that mermaid show, then the rest is history. The rest is history with inverted circus. If I relearn the dance industry, I can relearn all sorts of ideas. Good, so we'll start with this. And I'm going to keep it really simple, and I'm going to do something a bit different that I've never did before. It's an all reading. So I'm going to lay out all the cards and lay them on top of the Queens and Kings cards and the Princesses and Princes. And that will help you find the cards that you really want, and will help you find that you really want to work on about Famous Gone to Hollywood. And you might already have an idea with that. Maybe you want to work on the Judge's story. Maybe you want to make a Singing in the Rain show. Maybe you're interested in something about Miss Hollywood. Maybe you saw something about unicorn fairies and thought, oh yeah, maybe make a show with that or something famous. Maybe you want to do a chat show story or a coffee story. Maybe you saw an idea about making a comedian show on stage like Peter Kay does. And there's so many different ideas of things you can work on, and that'll give you some idea. And gives you plenty of time to prepare. It's giving you plenty of notice. I think that 6 months is perfect. It gives folk loads of time to prepare to go to Hollywood. That way you've got, it reminds me of preparing to go to Fame Academy. And that way you've got all the time in the world to prepare for your trip to Hollywood. And that way you're not panicking when you get there like, oh my goodness, what am I going to work on? Well, that. We're going to work on shows. Good. So there's your mermaid stamp coming in, girls and boys. And that's working just nicely about making your shows. And that'll help these dancers in inverted think, right, how am I going to pull this gooey song off and turn it into a dance routine? How am I going to get this dance routine up and running and build something magical with that? Good. So, let me just count the cards. Make sure you've got the right amount of cards. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. So we'll just pop that here. So you've now got piles of cards and piles in threes. And that will help you remember things like the rule of thirds, which I made a vlog about. And that'll be really good for the camera team. The rule of thirds will really help you make a good picture or a good vlog or a good video. And that'll help you when you're taking photos of folk on the red carpet if you've got that rule of thirds project going on. So that'll do nicely for all that kind of people. So you've got 3 cards left. So I'm going to go looking for a story. And I'm going to promote it with this. Oh no. Farmer getting tickets. Tickets for a concert. Look, tickets. Right, so we're going to try and find, with TK Maxx tarot cards, some kind of ticket deal. So I'm thinking some kind of comedian fringe show or something. Maybe some kind of inverted mermaid show. Maybe we should go to see Westlife at the P&J Live. So I was thinking something like that. So I haven't been to a concert since Petrofac. And when I start to speak about concerts, you're fooked. That means I've got good health. If I'm speaking about a concert, I've got amazing health. And that means I'm really feeling fit and healthy and skinny and bonny. And life is great and life is wonderful. So that's when I've got a really good sign of good health. So I'm going to go look up concerts and see if it's on the go. The biggest thing I could think of was Gary Barlow when it advertised tickets on Facebook. So I'm going to look into starting looking there and see if it's available with concerts and see if it comes up with that. So I'm just going to leave that there with the owl and the pussycat, which really helps you find all the answers. So I'll leave that at the side. The cards I've got set aside is a gold, silver, bronze, a gold card with coffee and a fog, a silver card with Shoppingaholics, and a bronze card with Expo. So I was thinking that we could go to pole class, then you could go shopping the next day, and then go into town and get your lunch and your coffee, and then you could start to plan your shows, and then you could plan this concert event, and that'll get you up and gone out of bed and away off to your dance classes or your fitness classes or whatever, and you could probably mark some kind of fitness plan in there in your gyms and swims or whatever your sport is. Right, so you're now doing to here with your gold, silver, bronze. And I saw an idea about gold, silver, bronze fog when I bought all that fog companies with gold, fog papers, silver and bronze, and how I would transform that into a magic business. And now you've got a really good fog, and now when you're going a night out, you feel really good with your drinks and your smokes. So that reels folk in the night suit world. Brilliant. Probably all that students earlier on. So you've now got 4 rows of cards. Princesses, queens and kings. And then I forget all the princesses. So I'm going to all look at these queens and kings and royal mails. And the biggest thing I would suggest is to help you find what you really want to work on. And the best way to do that is to have a good look at the cards. So I would decide just by the top card that's sitting there. So you've got Endorphins, On Summer, Singing, Slytherin Wands. Then you've got the Queen's Story with the Queens. You've got Showcases, Mermaid Stamps, MyFitnessPal and Barbecues. And then you've got the Loons with Cobs, with a GUI dance routine with Marie Shorthouse with the dance classes, with the magic bags, and then the princesses, you've got All of Me, which is a dance routine I did in Inverted. You've got your chart shows, the magical worlds, and the queens and kings. So now you have to whittle this down to 2 rows. So you have to get a good look and think, right, how am I going to pull off this queens and kings and royal miles? And I think, let's go looking for the best story I can think of. So I'm going to omit all the queens. And then I'm going to pick up all the kings. And when this reading is finished, I'm going to hand you the whole box so you can look through them. So you might find some with Ariel Hoop, with Auntie Fairy. Maybe you'll get someone with that mermaid stamp. I'm sure you'll help you conquer your nemesis in the dance world with all these evil fairy shows. Keep going with your MyFitnessPals, and that chair spin really does help you conquer your nemesis. So let me find a nemesis story for you in the sport world to help you conquer whatever your nemesis is. And that way we can get going with our mermaid show. And I hope you're enjoying all your barbecues. I've seen you've had plenty of barbecues. And in terms of buying the shoes, I feel in terms of Miss Hollywood shoe story, you've conquered that. You've all got your shoes for your shows. Perfect. And same with anything like that, new Fat Beats or new Street Fit trainers or anything like that. So keep going with your inverted circus story. That'll get you up and going for your fitness plan. I'll just keep cementing the cobs with the wizard candles, and keep going with that with the Body Shop. And you're right, there's something in that with injections that have been dished out, and the drugs and the coronavirus injection. And I'll just keep promoting the drugs boxes and your quetiapine trips. And that was a really good idea to send text messages to pick up your quetiapines or whatever else. So I'm going to promote that for girls and boys. Bearnaise, I'm going to promote One Big Unicorn Story, my unicorn wizard candle. And I'll certainly snip that and activate something for that with a little toy scythe. So hopefully you'll find a unicorn show or something. Whatever that dance routine is gave me a really big idea. And that's something I would really like to work on, is making a dance routine. So I'm going to get to work on thinking, how can I pull this dance routine out the bag? Good. Well, I'll use my Reiki light for starter. You can certainly use your Reiki light. Now everything's completely cleansed and charged. The button is switched on. If you want to switch your Reiki light off, you just switch off the button. And that's the end of that. You have to use your Reiki through the night. Whatever that is, it was Skyfall about dragons. Gave me an idea about dragon taxis and how to get a safe taxi home for a night out, or how to get picked up in a taxi. So if you ever need a taxi, just 666 and I'll get that sorted. So let's get to work and making your dance show comes to life. And you're right, Sally. It really is like a reed frock. Whatever that was, the minute I heard myself say it, it's like a reed frock, Sally. Oh no, you only wear this reed frock once in a blue moon, like on the red carpet. So obviously we're on the road to Hollywood now with this red carpet. So you're now going to be starting thinking, oh my goodness, we're going on to red carpets with famous. Oh, we're going to have to go looking for the best frocks in the world. So we're going to have to go and open our Hollywood wardrobes and start finding the best frocks that will ever exist. And you're right, there will be at times like that. I would suggest that you wear this frock once and throw it away for life. And you're right, there'll be frocks like that you would never wear ever again. And that way it's a mysterious reed frock story with Famous and Sally. And you're right, there's something to that on the red carpet. Good, and how to get it right. I like it. Sally's one of the best people at getting it right. That's why I'm doing this with Sally. She's one of the people that gets it right all the time for she wears clothes-wise, and always gets it right with shoes, handbags, hats, etc. So I thought that was a really good idea about how to nail it for your premieres and find your best outfit for when you get there and go and have a magic night out. So keep going with your Nesquik milkshake diet. So that's really going to progress to losing weight and getting fit. Grab your magic bags, girls and boys, and let's get to work on these 50 Shades suitcases of packing up to move your stuff to a new home. And you're right, there really is something to Bugsy Brown's Sally. And I saw a big idea about your mission. And you're right, to Bearnaise that really is that you're buying mermaid shoes. And to adults it's that you're buying on summer stuff. So that's the best way to answer that if they ever ask any of that questions ever are in that adult world. Perfect. So you can have a good look through these cards. You'll maybe find something about a night out, a show, a red carpet event. Maybe you'll see something about a premiere. Maybe you're planning to go on holiday. Maybe you need to get a passport with a passport shelf. So that might help you get sorted for that. Good, so I'll pop that to the side. And then there were 2 rows. Princesses and princes. So I'm going to go looking for the most best story I could think of this Princesses and Princes. So I'm going to pull them into the front here. And now I can get to work on helping you find the cards that are right for you. So if I would suggest is to have a good look through each card. Endorphins, Platoon Ninjas, and Boot Camp Pole. Now if I really had to pick out of that 3 cards, for me, the best card I would go for there is Boot Camp Pole. So start to put these cards aside, and you'll have something to that about boot camp. Something to that about getting fit and healthy. See, when you go into boot camp mode, it's like you're on a mission to get fit when you start to think like that. See, this world here, this makes you really get up and going and get geared up to get fit. So I'm going to go learn for that as a boot camp, which I've used before, but none this use. So last time I used that was Petrifac. And you're right, that really gears you up to mucking a show. And it really makes you step up your game about weight loss or fitness, or maybe if you're going to enter competition, that'll really make you up your stakes and trying to win a gold medal, silver medal, or whatever kind of medal. Next card, I've got Ann Summers, Elsa's Wicked Fairies, and Fitbits. So I'm going to go for Elsa's Wicked Fairies and see if it comes out for the whole entire table and see if it will be built into Hollywood with that. After that, we've got Singing, After Dark, and the Hula Hoop, and I'm going to go with Singing in the Rain. Then we've got Slytherin Wands, Caramelite, and the Scales. And if I had to be so specific, I would go with Slytherin Wands. Whatever I felt with that Wands, I saw a whole idea with this Slytherin Wands, whatever they are, this cosmetic Wands. I saw Bairn sitting doing this. Pamus were just putting on more makeup, like this. And I had an idea how to show them how to get a Bairn's makeup to do that, and they gave me an idea when I saw this. We're trying to copy their moms for earlier that day. Some very famous persons, and I'm going with you, Marina. Was sitting trying to copy Debbie, sitting doing this at the table, and I saw as Marina sitting in the high chair. Going, oh, I'll just do that now, Debbie. Right, and then here. Right, all right, and here. And the minute I saw her do that, I'm gonna cut her out with that, copying that. That's showing off, copying this. Right, and then lips. Look, Debbie, I've done my makeup, and I thought I'm gonna get her with that. So you could do that, girls and boys. You could put on your pretend makeup till I get your special makeup set that's built through Janella to keep you safe, putting on fake makeup. And that was something Debbie was asking me earlier, so I thought I'd throw it into this reading. Thanks for that, Debbie. And I saw an idea with Cara about evil fairies. Sometimes you see something with that evil fairies, you think, see that Suffer Diamonds? You're in trouble with that evil fairies. So you've got 3 cards. You've got Boxing Day Party, All of Me, and the Sapphire Diamonds, and this is the biggest aim that you have to pick for. So I'm going to leave that to the end. Right, so you've got chart shows, Shakes and Cakes, and Whahin. And I think, wow, I spent so much money on chart shows with Tommy Smith for a lifetime. I think that's out. Well, gob and shit and vlogs. So I'm left with Shakes and Cakes and Whahin. And if I had to be so specific, a Shakes and Cakes and Whahin, I'm going with Whahin. That's just a little bit different. I've not did very much story with half moon parties. I thought it'd be a good idea to get that into Hollywood. Half moon parties, or night suit like Espionage, or night suit like Black Betty's in Australia and things like that, or breakneck comedy in Urban Central. There'll probably be something like that, night suit coming into Hollywood. Good. So I like to promote night suit John Hollywood. I always promote you all your premieres and all that stuff that you go to, and I'll keep promoting that when I get there, so you can go and enjoy your night suit. Now we're on to the next card, Magical Worlds, Half Moon Cake, or Vlogmas. And if I had to pick something, I'm going for Vlogmas, because I'd never ever written that in a card, whereas I've written that before, and it's a new card, it's never been written. So there might be something in that I've never found before. And then the last set of cards, you've got Queens and Kings, Jungle Runs, and Wilson Smiths and Hendos. For me, the Wilson Smiths and Hendos are long gone, and Jungle Runs will tie in nicely with Boot Camp Pole. So I'm going to go with Queens and Kings and Royal Miles. And then there was one deck left to pick for. So you've got Sapphire Diamonds, Boxing Day Party, and All of Me. Now I feel All of Me is long gone about evil fairies, about Cara, about Tinkerbell Fairy, about that song. That was the best thing I discovered about that song, was about Tinkerbell Fairy. So for me, that's out. So I'm now doing to, then there were 2 with Big Brother. So you've got Boxing Day Party and Sapphire Diamonds. And if I had to pick, it would be the Sapphire Diamonds. But I will certainly be turning up to this Boxing Day party. Right, so you've now got 2 decks of cards here. One on the right and one on the left. One with a Unicorn Cup and one with a Potion Cup. Right, now you're left with 4 cards with Princesses and Princes. And how we're going to promote that with Queens and Kings on Royal Miles. Looking for a gold, silver, bronze business story for each person. So maybe you're going to muck a business plan like with Jocelyn Gold's story. Or maybe you'll find a silver fog story with a Reiki. Or maybe you'll find a bronze business plan with Poundland. And there's so many different options when it comes to mucking a business plan. And you're right, it really is quite simple. Just to grab a notebook and start putting in all your favourite stuff. And that'll help you progress where you want to go in life. If you're wanting to try to build a business, maybe you're trying to get a job, maybe you're trying to make a dance show. There's so many different things you can do with a business plan. Good, and then that will help you when it comes to getting dolled up for your night suit. If you've made a business about night suit, because I've added that in, solid about night suit. So that'll help you grab all your night suit stuff and prepare for going out partying. So now there's 8 cards left. And if I did have to pick a month of the year, I would go with December with Elsa's Wicked Fairies. So that'll help you, girls and boys, prepare for Christmas. And there's probably something magical in that about Elsa's Wicked Fairies. So let's see if we can find something with the month of December with Santa. And see if it comes out with the Christmas party events that come to life. And there'll probably be something in that. Perfect. So you're now coming down to the top 10 cards. And if I had to pick a top 10 story, something I saw the day in a vlog, about putting leaflets on notice boards, and I had a whole idea with that about leaflets, and it might be the leaflets I put in a business plan. So if I really had to narrow it down and whittle out 2 cards, I would just remove these 2 cards out of the story. Bugsy Browns and Boxing Day Party with Sally. So that's me whittling out Sally's mission with a Boxing Day party for this year, and then we're going to just sit back and enjoy our glasses of wine. And now we're down to 8 cards. So now I'm going to give you around the clock in just 2 seconds till I grab a drink of juice. And I shall start to promote that to you all. So grab a drink of juice, sit down, roll a fag if you want to roll a fag, or grab a snack, a bag of crisps. Good, and that's all off the table. Help yourself a pirate glass of juice, help yourself a fag, a coffee. Do you need to go to a toilet or anything like that? Do you need a pair of slippers? Are you warm enough? Good. And tell your soulmate they can come and grab a seat if you want to join in. Perfect. So I'll certainly promote breaks every day. Go and grab your burgers or your pizzas or whatever it is you're eating in the night. And sit back and relax and just enjoy your tarot reading. Right, so we've now got 8 cards left, and I'm going to build them into around the clock. And let me just get to work on finding you the right story. I like it. In terms of finding you the best card out of this story. Interesting. I like it. Let me just flick the cards over to see if it else comes up. So we've got the pink shoes, and that's my pink shoes that I put in the suitcase earlier for our gun night suit. We've got paradise, jobs, and sales. Just sales in other shops. On this side, you've got silhouettes, Hell's Kitchen. I'll give you an idea. The guest collars, so that's your guest bracelet, along with California Dreaming. And sometimes that really highlights the card that you might really want to pick. So you're trying to look for this best card to dish out to this person that's come for this reading. And sometimes if you read the other side, it gives you the answer that you're looking for. That does work. If I stomp it and throw other cards in the flare, you'll find the card that you really want. Good. So if I turn it back over and do it in time way in another, so in 2s. So you're just turning these cards over, and the answer's going to start to appear how you're going to end this story. So I saw an idea how to end this story, and if it would be the best way to get this right. And you're right, there really is something to every one of these cards, and how are you going to pull off this story? And for me, if I really had to pick a card, and you're right, it was quite something. I had to really put some thought into that, because there were some really good ideas with every card. And if it had to be so specific, for me, it really would be this. For me, girls and boys, it would be this Slytherin Bones. Whatever I saw with this Skyce coming to life, I saw a whole idea, these people just drifting away, disappearing like dust, like a comedian's dust joke, just disappeared into cyberspace. And it might be that, and they see these people for dust with this god brain, but also this scythe, and I would go with the scythe more than the brain. So if I had to pick a card to start this round the clock, I'm going with this Slytherin Wands. So that'll help me find you the Queens and Kings reading that I would like to give you to help you muck your singing show. And it'll probably mind you something like Elsa's Wicked Fairies. So that just sits over here. And that just sits there. And now you can help find your boot camp sport instructor courses that will get you back into a fitness program with a hub, which I was promoting earlier. And that'll help you planning things like holidays, not just Hua-Hin or maybe things like Thailand, Disneyland, any of these places. And that way, when you plan your next holiday, you'll feel that you're fit and you're skinny and you're fit enough to go and put on your swimwear and head off to the beach or the swimming pools or the shoots or whatever you would go to. And that way, we're really on the home run now at getting fit, folks. And then you've got your Vlogmas channel, so you can mark all your channels. And a really good tip is if you are going on holiday and you want to leave behind vlogs, what I would suggest is a vlog a day. So I would go and mark a mission complete, goal to mission vlogs, 14 vlogs, right? Doing 14 themes, write on a card or ever a bit of paper, and mark 14 vlogs. And that way you don't have to think about vlogs when you're going, and that way you can leave behind 14 vlogs, and I'll just upload that and say, here you go, I'm off for a fortnight holiday. So there's 14 vlogs for your fans to watch while you're going. A vlog a day. Good, and then that'll give you something for your fans to watch. And then I'll just end with Sapphire Diamonds. So I saw a whole idea with them coming to life, and that's going to happen when they end up mucking other songs. I've already been writing, doing some ideas, and they've got a tarot box and a business and a factory and that. So that'll get them up and running. I thought it was perfect timing for the story of the day about going off to Hollywood. And that'll give them something to work on when they get there. Perfect. So you're now around the clock going on here. Slytherin Wands, Queens and Kings, with Singing in the Rain, with mucking your Elsa's Wicked Fairy shows come to life with your Scythe, with your Slytherin Wand, and it'll help you mark your boot camp singing show come to life. And then you can just jaunt off to your Hua-Hin holidays and mark your vlogs before you go and just sit back and listen to Sapphire Diamonds on the plane. Good. So now I'm going to turn that into a Queens and Kings reading in rows of 4. So let me just grab these cards, and this is the Queen's version. So 4 Queen cards. Queen Famous, Queen of Thailand. Queen Zara, who is the Queen of Ireland. And Queen Kate, who is the Queen of England. And Queen Meghan, who is the Queen of Wales. And then comes your compatible kings that match up with them. So if I had to find something for you, I'm Queen of Thailand with the King of Thailand, the new king, who's going to most certainly get to Hua-Hin and go party up a storm there. Then you've got Queen Zara, who I used to think would be really good at promoting vlogs. So you'll be good at promoting that Vlogmas. And that'll be with Mike Tyndall. And then you've got King William, who I used to think would be good at promoting either of these things, Singing in the Rain or the boot camp goal, but I'm going to go with you, Queen Kate, with that Sapphire Diamonds. Here you go, Cara, now you can mark your singing show with the Sapphire Diamonds. And along with Jennifer, Debbie, Becca and Helen. And then for you, Queen Meghan, so that's King William, this is King Harry with boot camp pole. I just think you'd be good at that with a pair of platoon boots. I might be a Rob Hendry doing Tough Mudder story for you do all that tug of war and all that. I just think you'd be good at this boot camp, Prince Harry. I just think you'd be good at promoting that with fit by playing and all that stuff. Right, so now you've got, grab your 2 decks of cards. Now you've got Queens at the bottom and Kings are up here at the top. So this is going to whittle down your cards to help you find the card that is right for you, and that way you can focus on something in this card. So if I'm going to do is I'm going to look for one card, and you can try and guess the card I would pick, girls and boys, like guess the sweeties in a jar. So grab a pack of sweeties. Good. So, and grab a pack of Slytherin Wands, and grab a tarot box, just an empty, and if you want to write empty cards, and grab a business plan. Perfect. And also grab a 50 Shades gadget. Perfect. So this will help you fit. You're going to work on with this tarot reading if it's going to come out with the card that you're dished out. And I always think if you dish out a person one card at the end, it helps them work on something of that tarot reading. So there'll probably be something in this for everybody. that you'll be able to find maybe about queens and kings. Maybe you'll find something about a show. Maybe you'll find something about a fitness class. Maybe you'll find something about going on holiday. So the best way to do this is to eliminate a queen and a king. So let's eliminate one queen and king. Good, so out goes Meghan Sparkle with Harry with our Elsa's Wicked Fairy boot camp classes. So we'll just hide them on the deck, and goes the Queen and King of Wales hiding in the deck, girls and boys. And we'll just sweep that off to the wizard candles. And then there were six queens and kings, like a petrified Beausset. Right, so now you have to narrow it down to 2 queens and 2 kings. So I need to eliminate another queen and king. So out goes the Queen of England and the King of England, promoting Singing in the Rain with Sapphire Diamonds. And that will help you find a dance show probably somehow. So let's just sneak them in here, the Queen and King of England. We'll just do a few flicks of that, and that'll balance the deck. And I'll add it into the candles, and add it into the cup, and that will help you find something to work on. And then we'll just add in some magic sprinkles. Good, so that'll just sweep it off to these cups, and then it goes to the cups. And I'll just stamp that, and it'll land in all the candles. Good, so that's all the cards now in the candles, and that'll cement a cabs out of here with that. Perfect, so now there were 4 cards left, and then there were 4 with Big Brother. Then there were 4 contestants left in my reading today. Queen Zara, the Queen of Wales, and King Mike, the King of Wales. And Queen Famous, the Queen of Thailand, and the new king, who is the King of Thailand. So you have to narrow it down. So I'm going to narrow it down to a queen and a king. I'm going to narrow it down to a queen and a king to help you find your card. So the best way to do that is eliminate a queen and a king. So I would just pick up the Queen and King of Wales, and I'll most certainly keep promoting that with the Queen of Wales, with the King of Wales, how to mark your Vlogmas shows and your channels, and how to bring that to life with tarot, and how to do your readings to folk. So I'll just sneak them in here, and they can go off and hide with some magical polish. Good, and then I'll just sweep off to the wizard candles, and that's them disappeared. And then there were two cards. So you've got the Queen of Thailand with the Slytherin wands, and the King of Thailand with Hua Hin. And if you turn it over, you've got sales on the other side and Hell's Kitchen on their side. So all that diets are on sale. Magic with me and Sally's business. So now you can get mega fit and healthy. You can run around with your toy scythe with Hogwarts, and I'll certainly promote that with Hogwarts up here. And keep grabbing your bars and prizes for the Spooky Wifey Gryffindor box. And I'll keep promoting that to keep losing weight with Hell's Kitchen diet. So we can head off to Hua Hin and just sun it up on the beaches in Thailand. And if I had to pick one card out of this card, so then there were 2 contestants left, I would pick the Queen of Thailand with the Slytherin wands, promoting all that stuff on sale. And that way you'll maybe be able to grab yourself a bargain wherever they must go. So that's your card, is with a potion, spell and reading. But I'm going to activate every potion, spell and reading in life the night with this all potion cup, which is now turned into a wizard candle. So drink here, that's your potion, spell, Spelliactus, poof, poof, and now you've subscribed to my channel, and potion, spell, and there's your reading that comes with this potion, is with the Slytherin wands. So potion, spell, and reading, and I just activated with a wee bell, a wee death bell, so you never forget that, with the Hogwarts castle down the road. And then it gives you a round the clock, which was the round the clock I did here, and it ends up on the vision board. And that way you'll never forget that round the clock. So that's now a magical reading for you, so you remember that reading. And now you've drunk all that potions. Just one big potion rolled into one. One big simple potion, so you're near there all day drinking potions. So I've tested all the potions for the last year, and I've now found all the answers. It took me a year to get through all the potions, drinking them each day. I didn't activate them, I would just drink them and say, right, that's that potion. Oh, that's what that potion does. Right, I need to see if it would be the most popular potion and how to keep these safe for bairnies and mums and dads to drink. So your potions are now activated. It's a magical treat with this Welcome to Hollywood with Famous. And we're going to just sneak the new king with the University of Aberdeen story, and we're just going to hide him in here beside the body shop. Good, and we'll just sweep that off to all that candles, And now the new king's heading off, and now you are ready for your gold, silver, bronze jackpot readings. If I had to promote one thing, it would be grab a coffee and a fag after this. With your gold fag. We're Shoppingaholics. Everyone's on sale new with the Shoppingaholics. And welcome to Hollywood with Famous, but into auction. And I'm sure there's probably something in that evil fairies that are coming into the story. And keep going with that with your lists and your shoots with the evil fairies. There'll be something in that. And grab your expos. That's going into a container. That's headed for Hollywood. I'm going to go all out with pole art. And I'm going to go all out with mucking shows. And I've already demo runned it with California Dreaming last year, right before war came to life with the Triffids. I went and demo run dancing to that. And now I came it to work on a dance studio and how to get that right. Good, so that's your gold, silver, bronze business plans up and running. We're going to sneak these dancers right into here with the evil fairies. And I'm going to sweep them off to the potion cup. Into the wizard candles you go. And that just ends that reading there. And now I've got one thing left, is to grab a famous box and pick all your favourite things off the table that you would like. Anything you want off the table. And just pop it into the box and then head a bar. So you would like that, one of them, okay. You can take as much items as you want to fill up the box. Fill up the whole entire box. Good, so you take all that, perfect. That would go in. I like it with the magic. There'll be something in the crystals. I would recommend a crystal. I would recommend a wand. I would recommend a tarot box. I would recommend one of these, and I would recommend a potion cup. And I would certainly recommend the scythe. I'll put that in. Just one item in the scythe. I would recommend the Hogwarts wand. There's some really good items, maybe little lava lamps or fortune telling bowls and all the other sorts of things, pens and things like that. So I've got a bit of everything. There's sweeties, drinks, and all sorts. I would recommend a sweetie, a drink, a fag, and a homemade coffee, which is now in a tin. Good, so that gives you plenty of stuff. And I'll throw in a pot noodle for good measure. So I'm not sure we'll fit everything anything into here. It's quite a big box. It's bigger than the box I had. I went for the biggest box I could think of. So you get everything in here. Yeah, we'll put plenty of this stuff in. Right, this is all the stuff you would really want in this box. So that now comes with your readings. So I have one thing left to do. And it's a quick card trick. So I'm doing a quick card sleight of hand. So that is how you do that. So pick that out of the cup and switch. Oh, now you've got it. And that now goes in the cup. And you have to be fast when you do it. And that's it in slow motion with Peter Kay. Private joke, there's a storyline, punchline, finish line. Send out Fables and Peter Kay for the super comedian BC paparazzi in Hollywood. There, so that was a quick card trick like that. So we're just going to sneak that in here with the Sphinx team. Grab your umbrellas and let's go make a show. And let's get to work on our Disney diets with our potions that have come to life and how to conquer your nemesis to get fit and healthy. So that is us. I'm going to shuffle the cards and that just shuffles them up and makes them a bit mysterious. And that'll help you find everything you want to work on with your diet and exercising classes that you've been going to. And keep going with that with the scales, with good health, losing weight. And keep going with your Reiki courses and mucking your shows with your Reiki light and your crystals. And let's get to work on planning this Boxing Day party because I saw a whole idea with that. So the card that has now been dished out to you, if I had to dish out one card, would be Slithering Wands. Slithering Wands is what I would dish out to you. And I'll just lay that on the tray. Slithering Wands is how I'd end that reading. So I'm just going to pop that in the cup. And I'll just let you all work about that till you found everything you want. That's my magical freebie Welcome to Hollywood tarot reading. I hope you got something out of that. It comes with the cards. It comes with the business plan. And now you've got the potion cup. And now you can run off, girls and boys, with these cards, which are now in your box. And you can go off and make magical shows with that. Snip. And that'll help you remember that as an enlightenment. So it just becomes with a magical coin toss. And that's some of the best coins I've ever come across. And it comes with a stamp with a magical house that I saw. Oh, it's like a shape of a house. And that just enlightenment neural scripts that into your brain. So that way you never forget that reading. And now you can just work on that with all the other different enlightenment stories. Good, so that's now an enlightenment neural script. Now you can walk away and work away with these cards in your famous box. And I hope you find something good to work on. Subscribe to my magical online channel. I hope you've had a good day. I'll promote grabbing something to eat and a snack and a fag and a coffee. And anything else you want to work on, A, B, C or D, send a message to Grimm's Vlogmas channel. Grab all your bars and prizes on the way out. Grab your bairns, grab your coins, grab your pirate bugs. And goes the map, off we'll go to heaven, hell and Hollywood. That's your story finished. I hope you had a good show. And keep in touch. There's so many ways you can keep in touch. You can keep in touch with the tarot, the weapon, the divination, 666, chopping on my door, or anything else that I kind of think of. So keep in touch, folks. Keep going with your shoots, keep going with your lists, keep going with your puzzles. This is now a demand by weapon with a patent with a chat show. Thanks for that. Anyone else want to work on with Albion Pussycats, send a message.